Hi, in this session, I'll be explaining regarding the diagnostic evaluation and the management of ARDS. Kindly refer my previous presentation for the better understanding of this video. Anyhow, I have added the link of the previous video in the description box. Let's see the diagnostic evaluation for the ARDS. How we will diagnose a person has ARDS? First of all, we will do chest X-ray. It will show the bilateral diffused opacities. Then ABG, in this ABG PaO2 and PaCO2 will be low. Then CBC to rule out any infection. Then LFT to find out whether the liver is involved, and to renal function to rule out any kidneys are involved. Next, we will see what is Berlin's definition. Berlin's definition is clearly explained about the PF ratio. PF ratio means the ratio of partial pressure of the oxygen and the FiO2. So the normal PaO2 partial pressure of oxygen is 90 to 100, and the FiO2 means fractionated inspired oxygen. In the air we will get 21%, that is in the scale of 100. If it's fractionated, FiO2 means fractionated. If we are fractionating, it will be 0.21%. So the normal ratio is around normal PF ratio is around 450 to 500 mm of Hg. How it came? Means this PaO2. So let's consider this one 100 divided by, then for the easy calculation just leave the in 0.21 we'll just leave the one, then I took it as 0.20, so it will be 100. So 450 how it came? So I just took 90, then divided by 0.20 for the easy calculation again. Actually it is 0.21, but for the easy calculation I considered as 0.20. So 90 divided by 0.20 it will be 450, and the 100 divided 0.20 it will be 500. Then we will tell the patient is hypoxia. Okay, we will do the ABG and we will see the PaO2 is 60. Then the FiO2 will be 2.20, and if we are calculating the PF ratio, it will be around 285 to 300. That time we will call acute lung injury. If PaO2 goes below 40, then we are calculating the PF ratio. It will be 190 to 200 mm of Hg. That time we will call ARDS. This ALI or acute lung injury, it is little earlier than the ARDS. So ALI first, then the second one is ARDS. We'll see about ARDS management. First of all, we'll treat the basic cause. If the patient has gram-negative coca or the septicemia, we can start the antibiotic for the patient. Then we'll do some necessary ventilatory settings that I'll be discussing on the later slides. Then steroid, pneumocystic lung condition, the steroids are helpful, and the nutrition support. If the patient is on ventilator, you can insert NGT and you can feed the patient. Then prone position is also very important. These all the things are important, but the most thing is treat the basic cause. Okay, first of all we need to find out the cause. What is the cause? Then we need to treat, not the symptoms. Treat the cause. We'll see the ventilator settings of an ARDS patient. We'll keep the low tidal volume. We'll keep around 4 to 6 ml per kg. The tidal volume means the amount of air that we breathe in and out in a respiratory cycle. One respiratory cycle means one inhalation, breathe in and breathe out. Okay, that is tidal volume. Normally it will be around 500 ml. So again we will keep the low minute volume. In a minute the amount of air breathe in and breathe out, we will keep that setting also low. Then next we will see the PEEP. We will see about the PEEP and how the high PEEP will help in ARDS. Okay. To explain that, I am just explaining the ARDS. In the ARDS, in the interstitial space, we have the fluid. So the carbon dioxide and the oxygen, there will be adequate gas exchange. Carbon dioxide will go inside very fast because it is highly soluble in the liquid, and it will go into the alveolar space, but the oxygen, it will not come to the capillary because it is insoluble in the liquid media. That's why there is inadequate gas exchange in the ARDS. So everybody understood what is the ARDS. So how the high PEEP will help in this? Okay. So PEEP means what? This is the positive pressure. Okay. We are giving positive pressure inside the alveoli. What happens if we are giving the positive pressure inside the alveoli? Okay, what happens if we are putting an air into the balloon? The size increases and also it is opening up. Okay, the same thing will happen. The alveoli are open up and the surface area also increases. So due to the high PEEP, more and more alveoli are get open and more surface area increases. That's how gaseous exchange takes place. How? Okay, everybody knows that is a simple mechanism. Every gas under pressure that increases its solubility. Okay, every gas under pressure it increases its solubility. So I told this carbon dioxide already it has a capacity, it has a nature that it is highly soluble in the liquid medium that is here. Then it enters to the alveolar space. But the oxygen it will not come to the capillary in the ARDS. But what happen if we give high PEEP? So in the high PEEP, the oxygen, high pressure, the oxygen get the capacity of solubility, increases the solubility. If increases solubility, what happen? It crosses this liquid medium and it diffuses in the capillary. So the gaseous exchange takes place. Okay, that is the mechanism of high PEEP. Then we'll see the increased FiO2 because PaO2 is low in the ARDS. So we have to give more and more oxygen. More and more oxygen we will give in the alveoli so that more and more oxygen will, can diffuse into the capillaries. So we'll see the proning. Everybody knows what is proning. Okay, we'll keep the patient face down position. Okay, so we'll see how does the proning help. Okay, what are the aims of prone position? Okay, it will increases the oxygenation, then it will increases the lung volume and it increases the drainage of secretions and to reduce the ventilator associated lung injury, and it increases the delivery of oxygen very fast. Next we will see how does the proning help in ARDS. Okay, there is a two mechanism. It improves in the alveolar ventilation and it improves in the VQ matching or VQ coupling. Okay, first one is how this one improves the alveolar ventilation. Okay, see this is the lungs. This is one alveoli. So many alveoli are here. This is one alveolus. This is the normal gas exchange. Okay, what happened in ARDS? Everybody know lung get inflamed and it filled with the fluid due to the fluid leakage in the in the interstitial space. So what is there inside now? It's full of fluid. Okay, so this lung is like a sponge. What happened if you soak the sponge in a water and we are keeping up the water from the sponge, it will goes down due to the gravity, right? The same mechanism happening here also. Next we will see how does the proning help in ARDS. Okay, there is a two mechanism. It improves in the alveolar ventilation and it improves in the VQ matching or VQ coupling. Okay, first one is how this one improves the alveolar ventilation. Okay, see this is the lungs. This is one alveoli. So many alveoli are here. This is one alveolus. This is the normal gas exchange. Okay, what happened in ARDS? Everybody know lung get inflamed and it filled with the fluid due to the fluid leakage in the in the interstitial space. So what is there inside now? It's full of fluid. Okay, so this lung is like a sponge. What happened if you soak the sponge in a water and we are keeping up the water from the sponge, it will goes down due to the gravity, right? The same mechanism happening here also. So fluid is flowing down as in the direction of the gravity. So what happens if we keep the patient in a supine position? The fluids are flowing from the ventral side of the lungs to the dorsal side of the lungs. Okay, in the ventral side there will be only few alveoli are there, but in the dorsal side there will be more alveoli. So these alveoli at the dorsal side will get inflamed, means it will be getting more fluid because of the gravity, and it reduces the surface area, then there will not be adequate gas exchange. So what happened? I am telling, if the patient was in supine position, okay, if what will happen if we prone the patient? If we prone the patient, the fluid will be shifting from the dorsal to the ventral side. So I told earlier, in the dorsal side there will be more alveoli are there. So there will be more fluid shifting from the dorsal side to the ventral side. So what happen if the fluid shift? So there will be more and more surface area will be opening up. So there will be more gaseous exchange will takes place. That's how it improves the ventilation. Proning will also helps in the VQ matching. What do you mean by VQ matching? VQ means, V means ventilation, Q means perfusion. Ventilation means the amount of air which is comes in the alveolus, that is ventilation, that is normally around 4.2 liters. Q means perfusion, the amount of blood that is passing here into the blood capillaries, that is known as perfusion. The amount of blood that is passing in 1 minute, that is known as cardiac output, that is around 5 liters, and the air it will be around 4.2 liters. So the ratio it will be 0.8, that is equal to 1. So that is in the normal patient. So in the ARDS patient it will be mismatched. But what happened in the proning? This proning it will helps to improve this VQ matching by opening up the more and more alveolar spaces, increasing the surface area, more gaseous exchange. So the ventilation and the perfusion will also increases. This is the end of the video. I'll be come back with another interesting session. So stay tuned. Thank you.